A children's hospital is being built in the heart of Dublin. It is a hospital that will serve the entire Ireland. A monumental project, a substantial investment, with an extensive period of conception and execution involving thousands of people. Initially, architects, designers, engineers, and various specialists, along with politicians of different orientations, did their job from their offices and podiums. They analyzed, conceived, decided, designed, and budgeted. Then conflicts arose, related to the location and name of the hospital, its ever-increasing budget since actual construction began, or the pace of work deemed by some as too slow. When completed, possibly next year or in 2025, this hospital will be one of the most expensive constructions in the world. But let's also talk about the thousands of people actually building this hospital. The building resembles the Tower of Babel from the Bible because the people working here are from all corners of the world and have diverse nationalities. However, what happens here is the exact opposite of the biblical parable. Their languages are not mixed by divinity to hinder the completion of construction, as in the Bible. On the contrary, all the builders' languages converge towards a single language and a common ideal, the completion of the work. Here, I've met Europeans, Asians, Africans, and South Americans, and I haven't met them all. Without glorifying their work, we all know that a builder doesn't have an easy job. It's physical work, standing for 9 hours a day, and full of responsibility. One must always be alert, as dangers can arise unexpectedly. Several months a year are spent working in the cold, as it is often colder inside the unfinished concrete construction than outdoors. Roofing or working on facade scaffolding continues regardless of weather conditions, whether it's wind, sun, or rain. But the builders also carry the unseen burden of their personal problems, especially family issues, being separated from their children or other family members for long periods. I've heard many of their stories, mostly filled with bitter sadness, without any joy. I've tried to put myself in their shoes. I believe my empathy worked, but I know I was far from reality. The experiences of these people are very difficult to comprehend in their true dimension. You can only interpret their worried, happy, sometimes helpless looks when, withdrawn into different isolated places, they talk to their families far away. Some carry the happiness of good deeds done in the past, even heroic ones in this case. But most of them are delighted to work on building a hospital dedicated to the little ones. Meanwhile, outside the construction site, municipal vehicles lift the builders' cars parked on the streets, due to the lack of a dedicated parking area, each with their purpose and work. The project will be completed at some point, despite any delays that may arise. Builders will move on to other construction sites, in Ireland or in other countries. Each of them will leave something behind, through their work, and will carry memories in their hearts for this hospital that will serve the good of the smallest among us. The medical staff and patients who will come after them will never know them, nor will they be able to imagine how they looked, talked, or what kind of looks they had. They will only benefit from the facilities of this building. Everything can only be explained and expressed through financial value. Everything will be reduced to the language of money. Builders will remain unknown to them, without a face and without a name, and that's not unnatural. They won't have a portrait gallery in the hospital corridors, but I believe the energies of pure spirits, directed by the builders towards the young patients for whom they built this hospital, and, hopefully, those of everyone else towards the builders, will remain. Here ends my plea, one made for humanism, for strong connections of humanity, and for our desire to send good thoughts to those we do not know, but whose fate and beneficial actions we somewhat intersect with. All human beings must be united in the desire to do good, united through an invisible network of positive energies and beautiful thoughts extended everywhere.